You might care about your business as if it's your own baby, but as much as you think you care, I can guarantee you God cares so much more. And if He's called you into business, not only does He want you to do well, He is going to make sure of it. And I'm going to share in this video two different things to either help you start your business, scale your business, or exit your business, but with complete conviction that He is on your side. Now, the first thing we need to answer is, why would He care? What difference does it make to Him in heaven what I do with my business here on earth? Well, to answer that question, I don't need to give you my opinion. I just need to tell you exactly what His word says. The first thing God did when He created man and woman and placed them in the garden was not to just sit around and enjoy some sun and just do nothing. He called them to work. In chapter 1, verse 26 in Genesis, it says, "Then God said, let us make human beings in our image to be like us. They will reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, the livestock, all the wild animals on the earth, and the small animals that scurry along the ground." Then in verse 29, He's not talking about the animals anymore. He's talking about the garden and how they will maintain it. And because they maintain it, it will also sustain them. And they were not placed in the garden to just sit there and enjoy some sun. They were placed there to work, to govern over all the land and the animals. But I want to bring your attention to the first part of that sentence. This really brings it why He would care. Because in the first part of that verse, verse 26, it says, "Then God said, let us make human beings in our image to be like us." If we know anything about our God, we know that He is a creator, and there are few things in this world that allow us to be more like our God than when we are creating. So really not, I mean, the question is not why would He care, because that's obvious why He would care. He wants us to be like us. The question is, what is your role as a business owner? Your only goal as a business owner is to create, find problems and create solutions, find people, create opportunities, find liability and create value. That is your entire job. But once you start, you need to remember why you are creating, and that is the second part of this video. Remember why you create, and the best example I can give you of this is the story of Solomon. And I know we all know his story, but here's what you didn't notice. When God had appeared to Solomon in that dream, He told him, "Ask me anything and I will give it to you. Because of your devotion and the devotion of your father, I will give you anything that you ask." Solomon didn't ask for riches or fame. He asked for wisdom, but he asked for a specific reason. In chapter 3, verse 9 in 1 Kings, it says, "Give me an understanding heart so that I can govern your people well and know the difference between right and wrong, for who by himself is able to govern this great people of yours?" Solomon's request was never about himself. It was always about his people. And as I continued to read it and study, what I noticed was that at the peak of Solomon's reign, it continued to be like that. He never forgot why he received the wisdom and why God had blessed him. In chapter 10, verse 27, "The king made silver as plentiful in Jerusalem as stone, and valuable cedar timber was as common as the sycamore fig trees that grow in the foothills of Judah." God gave Solomon everything he asked for and more, and Solomon never forgot why. He could have kept all that wealth for himself. God already blessed him with it. He could have kept it for himself, but it was so plentiful for his people that it was silver was treated as stone. And as he got more and more famous, he still did not use that fame to glorify himself. In chapter 10, verse 1, when the Queen of Sheba heard of Solomon's fame, which brought honor to the name of the Lord, Solomon always gave his wisdom's credit to God, but which brought honor to the name of the Lord, she came to test him with hard questions. So when she came to test him with these questions, Solomon was able, because of the wisdom God gave him, Solomon was able to answer these questions she never thought possible. So you know what happened? She paid him for his services. Solomon was running a consultation business. She paid about 9,000 pounds of gold, great quantities of spices and precious jewels. Never again were so many spices brought in as those the Queen of Sheba gave to Solomon. Now, just to give you an idea, 1 pound of gold today in 2024 has been ranging between $24,000 and close to $30,000. That is for 1 pound of gold, and for one session with King Solomon, she paid him 9,000 pounds. Plus all those other spices and jewels and anything else that she brought him. And if you continue to read, it actually gives Solomon's entire business model in there, which is actually on a renewal basis. She came to him every single year and sent other kings and queens to go to him as well. So my man was bringing in a ton of money. Here's the thing: if God has called you to create, He's going to be right there with you. So whether you're already in business or you're looking to start or you're looking to exit, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have 100% conviction in what you're doing now. If any of this was helpful, I hope to see you in the next video. Hit the subscribe button so you do see that. I'll see you there.